stream thing. I'm freeing right now. I'm freeing so hard. It's been so long since I did the thing where I scheduled the stream and then technical difficulties, man. But it's Friday. It's beginning of the weekend. I didn't even have my headphones connected. My headphones are not even connected to my streaming software. My headphones are so nice and so good that I use them when I play offline. So if I play on my PlayStation or my Xbox, then I unplug it from my computer and I plug it into my console. That's how good these headphones are. So also they're lit up. Happy Friday night, everybody. Happy beginning of the weekend. Welcome to the Scotty Blade Show. Let Scotty start the show before we start laughing historically. Not historically. Do you mean historically or do you mean hilarious? Historically! Welcome, Catherine. Good to see everybody. We are going to be playing day 2 of, help me out here. Not Mortuary Assistant, damn it. And I cussed the first minute of the video. I'm going to get monetized. So what's new? We're going to be playing day 2 of Autopsy Simulator, which was a lot of fun last time. If you missed last show, you've not really missed anything because we had to get through all of the prologues and we had to get past all the baloney and all the like setting the story up. And right before last stream ended, things were starting to get pretty spooky, ooky, wooky, dooky. I'm talking like it even scared me, and I'm a big muscle man. I'm big bearded, big muscle man. It scared me. Pretty good. So if you have a squeamish stomach, get over it. 'Cause we're gonna have fun. We do. At one point in the show last time, we were actually cutting through the brain like loaves of bread. We was cutting through brain matter and making slices like loaves of bread. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it too. Thanks for answering the Blade signal. And what I'm going to do now is I am going to run our intro trailer to give folks an opportunity to get in here. I'm going to run our intro trailer so that folks have time to get into the audience and get seated for some good times.
5, 4, 3, 2,
grilled cheese.
1.
Hey, Poopy. Calamari's on the menu. I thought that was supposed to do things! Indiana Jones!
Chocolate rain. It pours down from that large old sewer drain. Chocolate rain. Zombie tadpoles trying to eat my brain. Chocolate rain. Oh, God. This is new.
Game? There it is. Best intro money can buy. Respect. Oh shit, I may have crashed the game already. Respect. Let's see who's answered the Blaze signal. Let's see who's out there in the audience. for a fun video game comedy show tonight. Hello, Poopy. Hello, Thad. Hello, Justin. What's up, Catherine? Hello, both the boat rights. What's up, JK? Hello, Your Dirty Thoughts. Your Dirty Thoughts, thank you for sending a super chat before the show even started. Along with Justin wearing the squawk
If only I could have been with you.
There were rats, Dad.
Right?
Yeah, big ones.
Big old dirty rats. Big old giant dirty rats. Thinking of Justin Lurch. You gotta get all your blurps out of the way, huh? The urge to blurp is rising.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, buckle some more. 5, 6, Nike kicks.
I'll get this out. I will get out what I need to get said. It'll happen. Hey, thank you so much, Justin, and Your Dirty Thoughts for the back-to-back super chats before the show even started. Hello, Tiffany. Hello, Marcelo. Hello, Marlo. Hello, Helen. Hello, Kenneth. Welcome, Kendra. Hello, Troy. Combo breaker. Thank you guys for all the support so far. Thank you all for your tributes. Thank you all for joining us here tonight. Here we go. Dead Memories. Now, the last time, what's up, Dark Thought? How you doing? The last time that we played this, something happened. Oh, the game glitched. That's right. The game glitched and we weren't able to continue our progress.
And fresh. At least it's peaceful here.
You know, despite my recommendations to the developer, the voice acting is still in the game. Ooh, ooh, and ooh. There's actually nothing wrong with the actual voice actor, but it just doesn't fit with the style of game that we're playing right here.
Good evening, Mr. Ridley.
The timesheet handman.
Yeah, it just doesn't match the atmosphere that the game is doing. Foopy Ray, Kendra Harris, thanks for subscribing. Foopy Ray, hype. Hype is right, and you're hype. Thank you so much for your tribute. Bye-bye, I'm going to sleep. Well, see you later. Good night. Thank you so much to Foopy Ray, the $5 dono. Thank you for your tribute to the League of Blades and your tribute to the show.
Some corpses have more personality than this guy.
Don't say that about the security guard. He don't know no better. He don't know no better. He's just a security guard. Go to office. To the office I go first. My brother, not sure why there's blood all over the table. My brother used to like ketchup so much that he would drink ketchup straight from the bottle. That makes me gag a little bit on the inside, but you know what? I'll make you gag on the inside. Blowjob joke. Hell yeah! Daddy still got it. Daddy still got it. I thought I was following, but it was my other YouTube account. Yeah, isn't your other YouTube account?
Well, slap my dong and call me Susan. It's demon time, baby girl.
It is demon time. Is it Groot? Right? Am I thinking right? I think. Can't remember. Thank you so much to Troy, ya boy. Pretty sure you spelt dong it very interestingly. Dong. Will slap my dong and call me. Dude, it's demon time. Hey, thank you so much, Troy. I forgot to tell Discord that we're live. Oh, I did tell Discord we're live. Nobody cares. Let's do it. Do you really want to taste me? Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. Oh yeah! This is where we found some drug use the last time that we played. Because, I mean, you gotta be honest with yourself. If you're in here looking at dead bodies all day, every day, you're cutting open other human beings. It doesn't matter that they're dead. No matter how desensitized you are, you still humanize the concept, the idea, the process of cutting into a human body. So this person is still cutting into a human body, so it absolutely makes sense that you may do a couple of lines of cocaine. Just, you know, kind of ease your nerves a little bit. That's your Discord name? Okay. But I still remembered it, though. Oh, go to the office. This is where I do the dissecting. What game is this? It's called Autopsy Simulator. It's in the game is not on YouTube for whatever reason as a tagged game, but it is in the title and in the
Who
description
leaves
of the
the
video.
window open in the middle of November? So I'd better check the answering machine.
Hi, Jack. I dropped by a little early today. I left the body with Ridley in the corridor. He wasn't sitting in the locker then, so maybe he'll even throw him into the room. Well, how are you doing? I mean, it's your first birthday without her, and...
I love drugs.
This,
I'm a control freak. Can't do drugs.
I still have a hangover, and you know me. I run to the John like the neighbor's fucking dog. You know, today I slipped on his shit again. That fucking furball. He always has to shit next to my car. Anyway, I can't come over in the evening, but we'll catch up on the weekend, okay? Bye.
Okay, I love you.
I almost forgot. Charlotte called me this morning. She asked about you, so answer your calls, Jack. This time it's not a reprimand for being late.
That's par for the course. I wonder when this clown will learn to look under his feet.
Inspect your muffin. You know what I call that little patty part of the front pelvis above the vagina lips? I call it a muffin. Hey, little muffin down there. A little pat on the muffin.
Birthday. I actually forgot it was today. Alice baked me muffins like these.
Did I see the new
birthday.
Sparkling Zero trailer? Was that at Games
A
Fest?
treat for later. I always crave something sweet after a section. Okay, joke's over. Apron, gloves, and get to work.
Gotti graduated to cars. You step up from shitting on loved ones. I don't shit in cars. But I have peed in Gatorade bottles when we were doing surveillance. When you're doing surveillance outside of a house, it's not like you can take a bathroom break and get up and leave the vehicle to go use the bathroom, or take the vehicle and drive around the corner 2 or 3 times looking to pass yellowed colored hot water. No. You pee in a Gatorade bottle so as to not to give up your location.
Fucking little cloaca looking motherfucker.
Cloaca. It's a new Dragon Ball game?
I remember you. You were on that talent show. What was your name again?
Find some protective gloves to wear. Okay.
I
But she
need to
got
order
diseases.
another batch of these. I've got to remember to do that later.
Everyone's
And
got
that's the whole
AIDS!
point.
AIDS, AIDS, AIDS! Everyone's got AIDS, 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 AIDS. Your brother and your sister to AIDS, AIDS, AIDS.
Everyone has AIDS. AIDS, AIDS, AIDS. AIDS, 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 AIDS. Everyone has AIDS. And so this is the
Everyone has AIDS. No love, no glove, no loves, according to how horny you are. Set up the camcorder. I'll wear a Snickers wrapper if I have to.
Steven laughs at me for recording everything. He says I have a bigger collection of stuff like this than...
Hey, Brian.
November 21st, 1991. Time, 9:13 p.m. The autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman. Lecture for the Medical University of Missouri. After yesterday's lecture, you should already know the ins and outs, so today we'll be consolidating our knowledge. So, where do I start? That's right, police folder.
Where do I start? That's right, the police folder. Yoink.
Ah, yes, Samantha Barker. Now I remember. There's probably going to be a lot of chatter about this.
Chatter, chatter, chatter.
The deceased was after her first one question. Friends admitted that Samantha's last days before losing contact seemed extremely. She also quit drinking alcohol. Mentioned something about rehab. The friend also admits that there was no indication of this tragedy. Well, let's see what's said of this. As you can see, the body therefore, this time, we don't have to focus on the clothes too much. However, there are cases.
Show it all would take too long. That's called a montage.
Boobies. Guy shouldn't talk so much with dead bodies. Yeah, he will not shut the hell up.
Cause of death.
You use a Arby's beef and cheddar wrapper? Ew. You know when you eat from Arby's, you know how your hands smell like Arby's the whole day? Now take that smell, put it on your junk.
Okay, now we can continue with the
He's
examination.
got a lot of bush.
Again, begin by
Not
taking
into that.
photographs of the cadaver. I guarantee that over time it will cease being embarrassing for you.
Fine. I'll be so embarrassing. Alright, college kid. It's time to watch me cut this guy up. I'm gonna go over to the desk. I'm gonna pull out my... Now see if I got my camera in my... I'm gonna take some... Alright? Are you ready to
First,
see me take some...
we photograph the whole body.
Yeah, time to photograph the whole body. The whole body needs... Click it, clack, a teddy back, give a dog a bone.
And now, any suspicious looking marks or wounds.
I didn't look at suspicious marks. What do we got here? That looks pretty suspicious to me. Let's take a photo.
You don't get such bruises from a normal contusion.
What's up, Christian? How are you? It would probably smell better. He's recording a lecture. Yes. So he's recording this so that a school of medical examiners, you know, like to be a medical examiner, or not a medical examiner, to work in a mortuary, to be a graveyard assistant, you don't have to get a degree that I know of. You just go through mortician's school. I don't want to. I wish Maggie was here, my best friend. She would tell you because she's an actual mortician. You went to some kind of school. Mortician school? Oh yeah, mortuary sciences. But it's its own school. Like you don't have to go to college for that. You can go to college for that, but its own thing. Interesting, I guess. I have no idea. I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. I couldn't do it though. I used to have to look at dead bodies all the time when I worked homicide, but I didn't like it. Like I did not like working homicide. Hated working homicide.
Interesting. Very uneven. We need to investigate this.
Investigate. Gotta figure out.
Well. There's even more here.
Even more here. There's even right now.
Yes, I've seen this many times.
The voice acting is infuriatingly bad. He's a good voice actor. It makes no sense to talk like that in this game. It's infuriatingly annoying, out of pocketly bad. Good voice actor. Terrible execution based on the game that we're playing.
A few we will need to look into here.
We're gonna take some notes on the board. Put our pictures up on the board. Neck, hanging mark. Stomach, bruises. General photography. Feet. Can't show that shit on the internet because you don't ever show anything on the internet that you can make money on. Right hand, which is obviously her head. Left arm. Exclamation points on her left arm. Very good. Let us perform the autopsy.
Notes prepared. Time to take a closer look.
Inspect the areas of concern with the magnifying. So every Celtics game, Jason Kidd is like famous.
Some furrows have imprinted more strongly, others less, as if someone was
with it real good.
Decided.
Jason Kidd is famous for losing game ones. Boston is going to lose game two. Now, let me say this. If Boston wins game two, I actually think it's series over. I honestly do. But I don't think they're going to. I think
such bruises are caused by either a very heavy blow or by some internal issues.
What kind of internal issues would cause bleeding and sores like that on the outside? But then again, I'm not a medical examiner, and I don't claim to be.
The number of bruises suggests that there may have been some kind of tussle.
Tussle!
And here's something interesting. The skin of the deceased is covered with numerous blisters. Some of them are ruptured. Others still contain fluid residue.
Ew! Dead body fluid fingers. Ew! I really can't think of anything nastier. Ah! I have a story that I'm not going to tell about my days working homicide that... Well, I will, We rolled a body over on its side one time because we were trying to get it in a body bag. We was helping out EMS. And there was fluid inside the body. So when we rolled it over, the body depressed and almost like a puking motion, the body created fluid all over this guy's brand new shoes that he was wearing. It was disgusting.
More numerous blisters. We have some leads to investigate here. Let's write this down.
Coochie. Highlight the previously found wounds on the clipboard mannequin. 5 spots, okay? There it goes.
On the neck of the deceased, we can see clear furrows, indicating that strangulation may be the probable cause of death.
If that happened while I was performing an autopsy, there's no way that I would laugh. Why is it censored? Because I can't show titties and puss on YouTube. That's why it's censored. I cannot show titties and puss on YouTube. They'll shut my page down and I'll be gone forever.
Currently, it's difficult to say whether the bruises were the result of a beating or whether it could be some kind of internal bleeding.
37 and 4 at home? No, they're not. Ain't they like 18 and 14 at home?
In general, such blisters usually appear in the case of mechanical abrasions.
In the playoffs.
But due to the place of occurrence, this should be excluded. The most likely cause of such skin changes is the high concentration of barbiturates in the body.
Barbiturate?
Given the condition of the deceased, it's difficult to tell immediately whether the bruises were the result of a struggle or perhaps the result of iron
Can somebody give me the pussy, please?
You know, we bring a lot of personality to this autopsy profession. Can I get some of that? But, you know, we gotta be professional, guys. We're standing over a deceased body. We've got to be professionals. You know what time it is, don't you? Time to stop. Can't show muff and fun bags, not on YouTube, and survive. Now, I know people will be like, I've seen titties and muff on YouTube. Those channels were struck and eventually...
Although it's easier to have abrasions on your feet, but the number and size of the blisters suggests that it's probably a matter of barbiturate poisoning.
Alright, we gotta figure out which could be the possible cause of death. I want to see some pecker. Go on Pornhub. Free there too.
A severed spinal cord, trauma to the larynx, or trachea will verify whether the hanging was the final nail in Miss Barker's coffin. After examining the organs, we can easily verify whether there was internal bleeding or whether the deceased was suffering from something. I'll add barbiturates to the list of necessary tests.
You a bitch.
The examination with a UV lamp will dispel some doubts. Potential attackers could have left traces. To be checked in the lab later. Given the testimony of the victim's friend, I add alcohol poisoning to the list of potential causes of Miss Barker's death. A blood test will no doubt quickly verify that hypothesis. But first I'll check for external traces. For this we use the good old UV lamp. I look carefully at the whole body. UV rays will reveal any traces. The area around the head is empty. The left hand seems to be fine. No marks. Right hand clean. Legs, there's nothing here. Ah, well, nothing to surprise us here. Now gently, we take the deceased by the hand. And we check for rigor mortis.
Can't remember how to do this. Much. Oh.
Again, the hand falls freely. After yesterday, you should know what this means. Since we don't have a definitive lead, we will examine all the key organs one by one. So, I'm starting the internal inspection.
Uh-oh.
I dissect the skin of the deceased.
Starting in tunnel. Get inspected and tunnel.
And I proceed to deflect the skin flaps.
Deflected!
With yesterday's body, the deceased has only trace amounts of adipose tissue. Now for the ribs. What do we have here? Or rather, what don't we have? There is certainly no sign of internal bleeding. Sometimes regarding bruising, it doesn't take much. My wife was constantly banging into furniture, walking into door frames. That's a wonder she never broke anything. Before I disembowel the deceased, I will take samples for toxicological tests to determine the alcohol content in the body. I just need my syringe. Just to be sure, I'm taking samples from 3 organs: the eyeball, the heart, and the bladder. Analysis will rule out, or confirm, alcohol poisoning as the cause of death.
I mean, I can do it all at once, but I don't know why I won't do it. There we go.
All done. I'll transfer these to the centrifuge.
Time to prepare the centrifuge.
15, 70, 10, 75?
Use the notebook from the office with the necessary values to run the something, whatever, who cares. Yippee!
Maybe one day I won't need my notebook.
Oh, that'll be the day. That'll be the day that you won't need your notebook. That'll be the day. But right now,
Numbers have never been my strong point. It's
yeah, neither
probably
is
why I
using a normal
regularly
person's
forgot
voice.
birthdays and anniversaries. I'm lucky Alice always forgave me.
I'll bring her up, man. You know how you have closure? Stop talking about it. Use the centrifuge. Open sesame. Place the samples into the centrifuge rotor. Indeed. That's very satisfying and sexual and satisfying.
Gently does it with this old thing. Handle with kid gloves.
Alright. 1570, I think. 1570. Start centrifuge.
I'm starting the centrifuge. Let's see what results come out.
You know the power's gonna go out. It always does when you use the centrifuge.
The laboratory is already open, so... Fucking hell! Ridley! Mr. Ridley! Where is he? The fuses need resetting. Fuck it. I'll do it myself. I swear there was a flashlight in here.
Was there a flashlight? I never found it the last time that we played. So, I'm just going to ignore it, because I never found it last time. And of all the people to take out, why do you take out Mr. Ridley? Mr. Ridley did nothing wrong, no way, no how. He's just a friendly old neighborhood security guard who doesn't care about his job and doesn't actually protect anything.
I know where the switches are anyway.
Okay, where are the switches? There they are. And Scotty said, let there be power.
First the right, and then the left. Your other right, Jack. Your other right, Jack.
Do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway.
Your other right, Jack.
Just get it right, big guy. You're a doctor after all. Doctor, Professor, Mr. Smarty Pants.
And voila.
And you're French. Makes you a pussy. Red paint?
What?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
What the? Oh, for fuck's sake. Can't I work in peace?
Better hope it's 911.
Jack Hanman speaking.
Easy, why so rude?
Steve? Sorry, man. This place is falling apart, and Ridley won't even lift a finger to help. You just can't work
Kidnapped,
here.
he's dead.
Did the centrifuge strip the fuses again?
Yeah. Eventually, everything's gonna go up in smoke.
Look on the bright side. It's a free cremation with your autopsy.
Jesus, stop it. That shit pisses me off.
Okay, sorry, Jack. Anyway, I'm calling to ask how the autopsy's going. Soon there'll be journalists sniffing around for info, so we'd best be ready.
I'll whiz through this in a couple of hours. It doesn't look like a complicated case to me. More of a formality. The report will be available in the morning.
Sounds great. Thanks. Phew. How's your head?
Well, my head seems better than yours. On the way to work.
Holy fuck. Jack, turn on the radio.
What? What's happening?
Quiet.
A 3-car police convoy was involved in an accident near Pete's Bay Bridge while transporting prisoners to Orleans Parish Prison. At the moment, we do not know the exact number of victims or whether any of the convicts escaped. However, the scale of the accident indicates a large number of victims, possibly even fatal ones. Police are on their way to investigate the incident and secure the area. We know that the injured prisoners are on death row. The police were to transport them to their execution, which was to take place tomorrow morning. Many of them are very dangerous criminals. We will report on the matter on an ongoing basis, so stay tuned with us.
What? Steven, was Red Pete one of the passengers? He was, wasn't he? What if he survived?
Jack, I have to go. You want me on site?
What if he survived?
I gotta go. Talk to you later, okay?
Fuck. Calm down, Jack. Pills. I need my pills.
This guy talks like me.
You heard him, Jack. A serious accident. Lots of victims. He's definitely dead.
You shouldn't wish death upon somebody. That's bad juju. That's bad karma. That'll come back around to haunt you with your own untimely bus accident while you're an inmate at a prison. All right, the pills will make me feel better. Delicious. I love it. I need it. I want it. I have it.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Nothing's going to happen.
Yummy.
Christ. I've got to get back to work.
Collect the samples from the centrifuge. Yeah, but I just took all them pills, man. I feel like I should go to like a rave and crack a glow stick and get a whistle and just...
What?
Whoa. You still in here, dead body?
Technical break. At least I know I can pursue a career as a janitor if I need to.
There's no
fucking hell!
There is no way that a body that is cut up to this degree could ever get up and haunt me. No way. Let's check our samples that we spun up in the centrifuge.
All right, let's see if we were able to get anything out of this piece of crap.
No wonder the thing keeps shutting the power off in the entire building. You're talking mad jank right now. You're talking mad, dirty jank. Yoink.
And miraculously, yes.
But I guess that's the alcohol, or the plasma, or the oil? Does blood have oil in it?
The samples did spin. I'll transfer them to the chromograph in the lab.
Yes. The chromograph. I know what a chromograph is, and I am going to take these items to the chromo.
All right, let's load this up.
You appreciate her pixelated bush? Anyway. That joke lasted about 3 seconds. Hello, Heather. Enjoy your samples as I put inside the chronograph. Where was the chronograph again? The chronograph. Oh, here we go.
I placed the test tubes in the rack. Now, just take 5 milliliters from each.
When I went to mortuary school, they didn't say anything about doing math.
Precisely.
Bingo.
And the next.
Let's set this one up. Oh, probably would help if I had it inside the thing. Damn it.
5 more. We put the prepared sample into the machine. Let's see what we have here. The results indicate that the deceased did consume alcohol shortly before her death. However, this is not an amount that could cause poisoning leading to death. Just slight inebriation.
Uh-huh.
I can return to the body and continue the rest of the examination.
Turn to the autopsy. Well, all that nerd stuff told me that she was drunk. I already knew that she was drunk, but the nerd stuff confirmed it. So now that we've confirmed with the nerd stuff that she's drunk.
The chromatograph results show that we can eliminate alcohol poisoning from our list of potential causes of death. However, remember that alcohol can affect the functioning of the entire body. It disturbs the heart rhythm, accelerating its rate, and dilutes the blood, which may result in more severe bleeding in the event of an accident. Also remember that alcohol affects the metabolism of drugs in the liver, which I'll now look at in more detail. First, I'll pick up the syringe again. I'll take samples from the liver and the heart to test the concentration of barbiturates in the body. That's enough. I'll do the test later. I'd best not try my luck with the centrifuge right now. Now I remove the liver.
Oh, this is what broke the game last time. I was messing around trying to pull the heart outside the liver. Okay, this one's wobbly. I think that's a good sign. The last one that we inspected was not wobbly.
No lesions.
No lesions.
It is slightly enlarged. Perhaps it's a slight inflammation or drug-induced damage. It may also be the result of the deposition of substances from drugs. Let's check the weight of the organ.
I'm going to say this is a 6 pound, 7 ounce sweet baby Jesus.
The weight is 1,300 grams. The liver is enlarged.
Good job, Archimedes.
I'll move on to a cross-sectional study. Perhaps the enlargement is the result of early cancerous changes. The blade glides through smoothly. I don't feel like I'm encountering any changes with an unusual structure.
Can I kill myself by doing this wrong?
No steatosis or cirrhosis. The liver is actually quite clean inside.
But she don't have the ISIS.
Ugh, my head. Oh, I can't think straight. Pills. Where are my pills?
I need them. Wait. Return to the autopsy or take my pills? Which one is it, game?
If I don't take my pills...
Alright, we gotta go get our pills.
Then I won't finish this work.
0 out of 10 voice acting. I fucking hate it. So I won't die, but if I mess up a whole bunch, then I will get the crazies. I have to take pills for. Hey, she's still there.
The liver is basically healthy. We already know that the deceased didn't abuse alcohol. The question is, what about drugs or other substances?
You can abuse alcohol?
I move on to the heart. Oh. At a glance, we can see signs of a heart attack.
Dude, what?
The deceased is definitely too young to have a heart attack due to natural causes. The liver is enlarged, not from alcohol poisoning, and the heart looks like it has collapsed. So, I guess we need to go to the centrifuge and check for these barbiturates.
Mark the damage to the heart on the clipboard. Bam.
The last time I saw this kind of poisoning was a few years ago. I better check the data in my notebook. He was a middle-aged guy. He took his medication and forgot about it. So, he took another pill. He forgot again, and took another one. And another one. Until he took the last one. That's why it's better to have amnesic drugs in boxes labeled with the days of the week. This sort of thing rarely happens anymore. Doctors tend to prescribe benzodiazepines. They are safer, but still shouldn't be combined with alcohol.
Hello, Betty.
All right.
$15.70, right? $15.70. Is that the correct values? $15.70. Oh, $10.75.
We close the centrifuge and pray that it doesn't trip anything again.
What's up, Fritz? Mama Justice. Bringing some justice to the show. Thank you very much, Mama.
It looks
For the
like our luck is in.
$5 donation. Donation. Thank you so much for your tribute. And thank you for supporting the scottyblades show. Thank you very much.
We can take the samples to the lab now.
Let us do that. PP blood poopy.
I wonder how she was able to get hold of these drugs.
From a drug dealer? Thought you were smart. That's where you get drugs from. A drug dealer. Place samples into the rack. Alright.
Okay, 2 samples this time. 6 milliliters each.
Boston. 12 milliliters. Sample collected.
Well,
enter the chronometer.
let's see how much of it we find.
Says here.
Nothing surprising. Significant amounts of phenobarbital metabolites of hepatic origin.
You're not gonna. You've talked and you have ran your mouth and not shut up this entire game. You're not gonna explain what hepatic perfunctories are.
Looks like I'll have to check the contents of the deceased's stomach.
It's just full of. It's just a pool of PF Chang's. That's what killed her. She got choked on a broccoli stalk.
The test showed that the collected blood contained enough barbiturates to cause cardiopulmonary collapse. The question now is whether it was an accident or a deliberate act. I'm proceeding to examine the stomach.
Proceeding.
Before extraction, I ligate the entire organ to prevent its contents from spilling out.
Whoops.
Okay, I'm now cutting out the organ, which will move to the board for dissection.
Can't blow it. Trying.
Normally, the stomach and intestines are full of surprises.
Vehicle tags, coffee cups, like a whole pack of chewing gum, half a turtle, shoe leather, an acorn, squirrel that was eating the acorn.
But not this time. We
Whoa.
see remnants of undigested food and a dense mass of pills.
That'll do it.
You don't take this many drugs by accident.
That's a lot of drugs. A Furby, yeah.
Length and width normal. No obvious pathological changes. Undigested drugs found in the stomach of the deceased. The direct cause of death was probably an overdose. I'll check the rest of the organs, and then the nervous system. We'll see how significant the marks on the neck are for the whole case.
Use condom, sure. Check the lungs.
Lungs are normal, no lesions. The victim was probably a smoker, but was unlikely to be in any serious danger. The deceased's trachea is normal, complete patency. No food or fluid. The deceased's intestine is normal, no clear pathological changes. Abdominal cavity checked off. We can check the brain.
Yay, the brain! Select the skull saw.
I make a cut to open the lid of the victim's skull and remove the brain. Brain is normal. No obvious lesions. Alright. I need to dissect it on a board.
They've added some jiggle physics to this game since we last played, because I shook these organs last time and it didn't do this.
Using a knife, I carefully cut through the brain tissue. I peek inside a bit, and... I don't think there's anything worth noting.
Using the blunt side of a tin can of soup, I carved into the giant moist thought factory known as the brain.
As expected, the deceased's brain is in excellent condition. No
You're so
discoloration or changes due to hypoxia. There is still the matter of the marks on the neck. They look superficial, but who knows? Maybe the spinal cord has been severed. I need goggles and a saber saw. I think the goggles were in the desk drawer. Oh, they're out there.
Is this Mortuary's assistant?
Alice.
No, those are goggles. Alice is a woman. Those are goggles.
Saw. Saw. Fuck. I don't see it here. Oh. I know. I probably left it in the basement after its last cleaning.
What's up, Jared? Hello, Shayla. Ask Ridley. We haven't found Ridley since the power went off last time. Ridley's missing. Ridley! Ridley's missing hardcore.
Mr. Ridley.
Oh, he's back.
I need a key to the basement.
It's in the social room.
Why is the key lying at the... never mind. Thank you.
Hey, Hammond. Did you hear about the convoy? Well, maybe you'll get a chance to relive your glory days and catch Red Beat again, huh?
Let's
Did I used to be a cop?
Need for that.
I love you, Morgan Freeman. Never change. Find the key to the basement in the social room.
If only he could put that much enthusiasm into his work. I get the feeling that searching through this rubbish is more pathogenic than working with corpses.
Pathogenic. Pathogenic.
Pancake batter. Pancake batter. Pathogenic. Pathogenic.
Pathogenic.
Pathogenic.
Please, may this be the last trip.
I love you, Morgan Freeman. Now, if I was the basement, where would I be? There's no way this body gets up and moves after this. No way. She ain't got a brain. She ain't got a heart. She ain't got lungs. She ain't got no courage. Titties fell off because I peeled them. You know, I always thought titties was more than just skin, but whenever you carve open a woman and you pull back...
Why did the prison convoy have to get into an accident? Jack, take a deep breath. Deep, pleasantly cool breath. You're nearly finished with the autopsy. Then you can go home and rest.
You just started your shift, bro. Pterodactyl! Doesn't help the music's so creepy. Brooks was here, so was Red. Brook Red. Red Brook. Brook Red, Red Brook. Pathogenic!
I'll take the saw.
I'll take the saw. I'll take the saw. I'll take the saw.
Well,
fuck. It's jammed. Doesn't anyone do maintenance around here? Damn Hatch. Damn Red Pete.
Damn you, Morgan Freeman.
Again. Well, if only.
Boop, 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 boop. Falls down the steps. Does minimal physical activity. Die. What the hell?
easier if I put things away properly.
Why is your character so angry? Because the voice actor is trying to win an Oscar for voice acting. Whoever this person was didn't understand the assignment and thought that they were going to be the next.
Ugh, damn student lectures and their fucking props.
Thought was going to be the next narrator for Baldur's Gate 3. The Illithid, also known as the Mind Flayer, wrapped its tentacles around Shadow Fart's ample bosoms, squeezed, while milk covered the battlefield. I'd be good at writing smut for Baldur's Gate
And like
fanfic.
clockwork, he's already sleeping.
He's dead. Oh no, he's asleep. We could kill him and make him dead. He ain't moving very much. I don't think he's moving. Wake up, Morgan! I can smell you. Thank you, Morgan. He's a very brilliant talker. He likes to exaggerate.
Sorry for the short interruption. I hope you all took the opportunity to grab some coffee. And now that I have everything I need, I'll move on to revealing the spinal cord.
And now that I have everything I need, it's time to remove the spinal cord from the body. Here we go. Prepare you. Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! Woo! That's more fun than half this game is. Hey. Hey, plus, but, huh? Hey. Oh, I am doing it right.
The spine
Got it.
is removed. I can see that the spinal cord was not
K.O.
severed. This shows that apart from the marks around the neck, hanging didn't negatively affect the condition of the deceased. Ladies and gentlemen, almost over. Now, to sum up and tidy away the body.
Lady and gentlemen, this autopsy is almost over. Coot slap, 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 slap. Coot slap, 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 slap. Return to the autopsy, alright. I am now
The
going
direct
to wear
cause of
the
Samantha
body like a
Barker's
glove.
death was a heart attack resulting from an overdose of barbiturates.
You're a bitch.
Traces found on the body suggest that the overdose was a deliberate act, following a failed attempt to hang herself. The autopsy found no evidence or genetic materials indicating that death could have been the result of an attack. Third-party involvement must be excluded.
Yeah, you did it for yourself, don't you? Okay, overdose, signature. Decide the appropriate manner of death. Overdose. Oh, suicide.
Autograph, and we can start sewing.
All right. That makes it official. There we go.
In the 1950s and 1960s, the use of barbiturates for suicide was actually quite common. I think it was most talked about after the death of Marilyn Monroe.
Close the body. Boobies.
At home, it was a help and comfort. On death row, a farewell to the convicts. Well, we're done for today. Thank you for your attention.
I will name you Frankenstein's monster. Boop, boop, boop. Place the body into the fridge and close it, okay?
Tiring day. I can feel those hunger pains coming on. I guess I'll have to pick something up along the way. Gloves in the trash, leave the apron for cleaning. Now I can go. Camera. I didn't turn it off.
Gloves in the trash. Now, take a car. I go down to Steak and Shake to get a burger. Did I not got to turn off the camera? Well, it doesn't matter. Head to your car in the parking lot. Here we go. You want me to pick you something up, Morgan?
A nightcap will do me good. Good night, Mr. Ridley. The police will pick up the body and accompanying documentation in the morning.
Sure.
I like you, Morgan. You're a good guy.
I guess there are actually two things in this world you can be certain of. Death and Ridley's reluctant attitude. Alright, maybe three things. My whiskey on the rocks when I get home.
Game blows.
So cold. I guess I should have brought my jacket to work. This block can be quite intimidating when it's so quiet. Almost there. Stephen doesn't want to go out for a drink tonight, so I'll drink my whiskey in the company of my TV. Shit. I forgot the muffin. Well, Ridley will have a nice treat for the night. I'm sure he'll be his happy, thankful self tomorrow.
You sure it will narrate going up steps? Apparently the game dev spent a lot of money on this voice actor and gave him every freaking line of every... Baby K, maybe I could push around a dead body in it for a while. See where I could maybe go for a dead body race, a cadaver off. Oh, look, clowns. This clown's smiling. That thing. It's a play off of the movie It. Oh, whoa! Hooba, hooba, wah, wah, woo, woo.
What? What?
What?
What the fuck?
Say what again?
But I locked it. I'm sure of it.
Say what again? Say what again? That was only chapter 1? Jesus, Jones. There's how many chapters? Golly,
Who the fuck did this? I don't have anything valuable. Money. They must have stolen the money.
Do you know who did this? Somebody who watched this game and retaliated after they told you.
God. Oh, God. What am I supposed to do now?
Talk more. Come on, buddy. Talk more. Check the trinket box. Not my trinkets! I had some really bad sushi earlier and I ain't feeling too hot.
Fuck!
My trinkets!
Great. That's all I need. What if it was Red Pete?
I'll get you. I'll get you, Red Pete. What happened? I don't know. I'll kick your ass, Red Pete.
Where?
That is...
I need my pills. I can't get my thoughts together.
Maybe you'll overdose on him like the other chick did and you'll shut the hell up. That's you, Red Pete?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to report this to the police.
I'm coming, police.
Why did the neighbors not report anything? I'm calling Stephen.
Probably your neighbors that did it because you won't shut the hell up. F you, dinosaur.
Stephen.
Now, Jack, I told you I'm going for a drink with you for another night in a row.
That's not why I'm ringing. Although I could do with one. Someone broke into my apartment.
What? Did anyone see anything? Have you called the police yet?
No, I don't think so.
Who are the police?
Anyway, no one contacted me. As for the police, I'm calling right now, officer.
Alright. Do you want me to head around? Look for any trace evidence?
I don't know. No, I guess not. Honestly, I don't have the strength to deal with it right now. I just want to lie down.
Are you sure? Because it's no trouble at all.
I think so. I'm sorry. I just wanted to calm down a bit. I don't know. That's probably some stupid joke. Only money was stolen.
Money? From Alice's box? Oh, fuck. Listen, I can come over. I have the key. I'll drop by, do what I need to do, and you go get some sleep.
No, don't trouble yourself. Lately, I've been just so tired and distracted. I don't know. Maybe I forgot to close the apartment door on my way to work. If anything else is missing, I'll let you know and call the police.
All right. Just make sure you close it tonight. If you see anything weird tomorrow, let me know. Whoever did this may be watching you.
I don't think anyone is dumb enough to come back.
You're probably right. Take care, Jack. If you need anything, call me.
I promise I will. Thanks, Stephen. Sorry to bother you again. I've just been all over the place lately.
It's not a problem. Good night, Jack.
Somebody ransacked your house. Of course you're going to call the police. Sorry to bother you, but you know, my house getting broke into. Okay, that's pretty spoopy.
What?
Huh? Who said that?
I guess I should clean this shit up. Where to start? Maybe I could barricade the door with this. I should pack this thing away. I have no interest in DIY at the moment.
You don't have to comment about every little thing that you do.
Now I'm sure I won't get caught up in these papers. Alice's family should really have some of these.
Nothing? Seriously?
What a mess. Now if only I could blame this on the burglars. It seems like the burglar wasn't looking for anything here. Actually, I'm not surprised. To be honest, I could leave it like this.
A stool, the most sturdy of all seating arrangements.
There you go.
A picture of a tree. Mother Earth sure is beautiful.
I still don't understand why Alice liked this painting so much.
Somebody tipped over my cooch.
Shit. The glass in this thing needs to be replaced.
All of my favorite photographs.
Jack, why?
That's enough for now. Ugh, I think I'm just tired.
Go to bed forever. Go to bed forever. I'm awake now. You don't have nothing to say about that? Another long night of restless sleep, tossing and turning and imagining that Red Pete.
Oh yeah, I should take my pills.
Red Pete. Red Pete. Thank God Pete didn't take my pill. Red Pete.
I feel like it takes me forever to finish these things.
Shut up!
That's enough.
Shut up!
It will never look clean. I need to quickly change and finish getting ready.
My boudoir, which is full of all of my clothes. I've got an outfit for every day. Monday, tuxedo. Tuesday, Hawaiian. Wednesday, sweater vest with no sleeves. No sleeves. Thursday, Sacagawea. Friday, business casual.
I'm gonna be late for work again.
This is my tweed suit that I wear on Saturdays. That's you, Red Pete? You
Got
touch
my
me.
keys, got my files. Check. Time to go.
Red Pete, you touch me.
Remember to close the door properly, Jack.
Fuck you, video game.
I'll ask the neighbors tomorrow if they saw anything suspicious. Oh, shit. Almost left the door open.
Ugh.
I wonder if Ridley fixed the coffee machine.
I'm not alone in this, right? I'm not the only person that thinks that this guy will not shut the hell up. Am I alone in this?
Maybe a bit optimistic. I'd better grab a coffee on the way. I'm exhausted. I wonder who Stephen brought in today. Good morning, Mr. Ridley. No, he's not here yet? No, I'll do without him.
Red pocket. Hot pocket?
I hope he... Oh, come on. He was too lazy to even wheel the gurney to the autopsy room. Almost there. Now for the tough part. The body needs to be moved. Where's Ridley when you need him?
Make your security guard help you move that body?
Alright. I just need some gloves and my apron. Then I can get to work. I'm going to need my tape recorder for this.
Tape recorder. I left it in here. Tape recorder. Well, it normally is in that other room. Start the voice recorder line on the desk. Oh, okay. Lying on the desk.
Autopsy dated November 22nd, 1991. 7:32 p.m. Led by Dr. Jack Hanman. I begin by verifying the identity of the Jane Doe. It's most likely Harper Lloyd, age 35, found in a well-owned house by her neighbors Leonard and Dorothy Chelsea, reported missing for a week. It is also known that the deceased was diagnosed with affective bipolar disorder. Harper was placed on drug therapy, which she dropped out of fairly regularly. During her treatment, she was under the care of her common-law partner, Richard Benson, professional truck driver. The last person who had contact with the deceased was her partner. Harper's last message read as follows: "I'm gonna take a shit in their stupid well. Then we'll see who has the last laugh." Nice one. Police records also show that Mrs. Lloyd was in constant conflict with her neighbors. The constant parties and subsequent brawls made living in the area nearly impossible, especially when Lloyd's partner wasn't around. Firefighters found the body after the Chelsea family began complaining that their tap water tasted strange, and at one point had begun to smell and turn a dark color. I proceed to open the bag, and the most important task in forensic identification of a drowned person is to distinguish whether the death occurred before or after entering the water. Okay.
Holy crap.
That could have been worse. I carefully removed the victim's clothes so as not to damage the skin. The deceased was found fully clothed. One shoe is missing. I'm going to need the camera to document all possible suspicious marks.
Holy crap. Do you have a dead eye before drowned? Dissection scar? One eyeball missing? Camera? And pick up the photo camera. Oh, the photo camera. Not the video recorder, the photo camera. Photo camera. Photo camera. Oh. Oh my god! Photo camera. Photo camera. Photo camera.
Definitely the first thing that stands out is the very advanced post-mortem gigantism.
Gigantism? Oh yeah, I guess she is a little thicker than normal.
The skin of the deceased appears very delicate, smooth, and relaxed from being in the water for a long time. The whole body is extremely pale.
Well, she is a gothic chick, so that makes sense. Probably not had nothing to do with her sitting in a whale for a few days. She's a gothic chick. Gothic chicks are into that stuff. You wouldn't understand. Wow. Nothing more disgusting than a floater.
There are bruises and hemorrhages on the neck. These usually occur due to increased inhalation when fighting to breathe underwater.
Dude, man. That's my worst nightmare. I've already drowned once. My worst nightmare is to do it again. Literally my worst nightmare.
Post-mortem markings are seen on the underside of the body. That is, on the back, thighs, and calves of the deceased.
She's a cow? Got calves? Okay, those are thighs.
It's likely that the deceased was lying on her back when she was fished out.
Did that from the stippling. Feet normal. Yeah, feet normal. Hands. That pinky broken?
The skin on the hands can be easily separated from the body.
Ew!
The separation takes the form of a glove.
Oh, that's why. Because her pinky basically is no longer attached to the bone of her pinky, so it's just kind of like a glove. Ew. Interesting.
There are some obvious scratches on the skin.
Yeah, that's not normal. Interesting. So the engorged ear is from post-mortem giganticism as a result of what? Her being waterlogged for so long?
The so-called washerwoman's skin on the feet. The deceased had indeed been in the water for a long time.
He had 6 toes. Pin the photos on the board. All right, first one. General over identity unknown. Oh, that's right. Face exclamation points. Hand. Chest. Or belly. Feet. Scars.
So, after the preliminary exam, it's time to take a closer look at this.
Time to perform the autopsy.
Today's date. The deceased was clothed. Rigor mortis does not need to be checked. Based on the state of decay, you can be sure it has subsided.
Inspect the areas of concern with a magnifying glass. Let's take a look.
Where to start? We see thick white foam in the mouth of the deceased, resulting from pulmonary edema. Foam is a characteristic in deaths due to drowning.
Wow.
There are obvious scratches on the skin, especially on the back and hands. These could be defensive wounds, evidence of some sort of altercation prior to death.
So somebody shoved her ass in that well. Where's Lassie when you need him? That's why you should always have a good dog. Dogs can be man's best friend, and they can save you from being drowned in a well.
No obvious signs of struggle. The skin on the hands would have easily peeled away from the flesh. Some of the fingers have already lost their nails.
Disgusting and cool.
The spots have a purplish blue-red hue, which is a typical sign of the death of the organism.
By organism, you mean human being, right? He's so desensitized, he don't call humans human anymore. He calls them being.
Yep, pretty typical. Liver mortis are formed as a result of putrefaction of blood in the veins.
Feetsies.
Due to the fact that the deceased was wearing shoes all the time, her feet are in better condition than her hands. Nevertheless, we can still notice a clear, wavy skin and the so-called washerwoman's skin texture.
You know, when I was a kid, I used to sit in the pool for long periods of time on purpose so that I would prune up, because I thought it looked cool. Ooh.
Okay, that's probably enough to indicate a direction for further examination.
Highlight the previously found wounds on the clipboard. 6 spots, okay?
I'd better note that down in the records. Marks found on the neck and foaming at the mouth are typical signs of drowning people.
Uh-huh.
Those abrasions appear relatively fresh. No healing or scarring is visible.
No healing or scarring is visible, but the rest of her body is deteriorated. So how does she manage to get fresh-looking scars when she's been...
There doesn't seem to be anything unusual about this liver mortis.
Oh, we'll get to the bottom of that liver mortis.
Hands heavily wrinkled from submersion in water. Typical washerwoman skin.
I called it prune skin when I was 7. Because when I was 7, the big commercial going around at the time was the Raisinets. Or what were they called? Maybe they were called the Raisinets. But there was a commercial when I was a kid of the raisins. It was a band. I even had little action figures. They didn't move. They were molded out of a rubber material, and they were in a fixed position. But they all played instruments, and one sang, and one played the trumpet. They were like a jazz band. I think it was called the Raisinets.
Considering the deceased's penchant for drinking alcohol, it could have been a mere accident.
Let's find out. Let's dig a little more.
Diffuse spots are caused by blood rotting in the veins.
Ew.
Their distribution suggests liver mortis of a different color could indicate poisoning with carbon monoxide, cyanides, or nitrates. However, this is not the case here.
The possible death causes: drowning, third-party involvement. She does have the wounds that shows a sign of struggle on her arm there. The actual fall may have killed her. Okay.
Before I begin the dissection, I'll make sure the suggested identity is correct.
Well, the fall couldn't have killed her if she drowned. Because if she drowned, then that shows that she was breathing while in the water.
The suitcase with the fingerprint equipment should be around here somewhere.
How in the hell are you going to get fingerprints off of her slimy ass? Take the appropriate tools to the suitcase. Perform a fingerprint examination. Alright. So, fingerprints. Tools.
Scalpel, scissors, syringe, magnifying glass, knife. I guess I forgot to clean the knife.
Or, hear me out, some other monster took it from you. Alright, normally the things in this game are highlighted. So, if I was fingerprint dust, where would I be? Nope. Close. Take the appropriate tools from the suitcase. Well, there's no... Oh, the knife does have blood on it.
Scalpel, scissors, syringe,
suitcase.
Magnifying glass, knife. I guess I forgot to clean the knife.
Suitcase. Does that sound like something that you would do? I don't think so, bub. Suitcase? Suitcase? My kingdom for some fingerprint dust in a suitcase. Take the appropriate tools from the suitcase. What suitcase? Hey, my man! Alright. Well, he's here. He looks weird, and he's not talking. But he's here. It's gotta be the suitcase that's sitting... That's an actual suitcase.
Scalpel, scissors, syringe, magnifying glass, knife. I guess I forgot to clean the knife.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here it is.
When I first started investigations back in 2010, they gave me a suitcase just like this to pull fingerprints. I was in law enforcement for 12 years, spent 10 of them as a detective. Never, ever, ever once worked thousands of cases. Never once closed a case because of a fingerprint. Not ever once.
With decomposing bodies, the tissue of the pads of the fingers tends to shrink. To remove these shrinkages, a mixture of glycerin or air is used. If the body of the deceased is well preserved, fingerprinting is similar to that of a living person.
Glycerine.
The fingerprint sheet should always be checked. Slipping fingers, too much or too little ink, or inaccurate hand position can make fingerprints illegible.
Glycerine. Don't ever taste cold blood. Glycerine.
I'm going to conduct a dactyloscopic examination. If in fact the deceased is in the police database, I will find her.
I don't know, man. Her hands are pretty gooey.
Glycerin is injected successively between the nail and the skin of each finger. The substance then enters the fingertip, removing shrinkage and wrinkles.
Whoa! 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 Got her. Whoa! This is disgusting. Glycerine! Machine head! Ew.
Now I take a brush. Only when the skin is taut and elastic can you use ink.
Interesting. 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 Interesting.
I think it's enough.
That's too
I'm
much.
getting fingerprint samples.
You barely
In the
need
case of
any
drowning
fingerprint
victims,
dust. Just
you
a
have to be
just a
extremely careful. The skin may fall off the hand like a glove when you take the print.
That's not how that works.
I'll use the fax machine to add the print into the system.
Fax machine! Glycerine!
Green button and...
Fax this to Morgan Freeman, scare him to death.
Once the data uploads, I'll run the prints against the police database on the computer.
You shouldn't have access to that, but that's just me. Compare the fingerprints to the computer using the police database, okay? Computer?
Great. The data is there. Click upload.
Glycerine!
Now, go through the database and find a matching print. Expect possible hours of fun. One more. Okay. Let's check for matches.
Analyzing.
This is not our Jane Doe. I wish there was an easier way to do this. One more. Analyze button. And we have a result. Everyone has a story to tell, even if it's just a police record.
Shut up!
So, as predicted, the deceased turned out to be Harper Lloyd. That went smoothly. I'll print this out and attach it to the medical records.
So 2 days before she was found dead, she had a disorderly conduct charge, aggressive behavior under the influence of alcohol. So basically, she was drunk in public. She was not arrested. She was fined for it. So I'm guessing she got a summons. And 3 days before that, drunk in public. No, nuisance and vandalism. She got a warning ticket. So she defaced, either she was behaving annoyingly outside of a public establishment, like a gas station or something, or she vandalized it. She got a warning ticket for that. And then the month before that, disorderly conduct, aggressive behavior, nuisance and vandalism, a warning ticket. And then the beginning of that year, disorderly conduct, nuisance and aggressive behavior under the influence of alcohol, she was fined. So she got a ticket for that. Low-level shoplifting, fined. Disorderly conduct, nuisance and vandalism, ticket, a warning ticket, I should say. Low-level shoplifting, fined. Petty theft and disorderly conduct, participation in a fight under the influence of drugs, fined. She's lucky. All she got was a bunch of tickets. She needed her ass locked up in jail. That just goes to show you that tickets and giving people breaks, nobody ever learns. You gotta teach them the hard way.
Great. Now we can go back to my inspection.
Great. Let's cut her up, baby.
I'm adding the name of the deceased. I'll start the internal examination by taking fluid from the victim's brain. A needle inserted through the nose will do the trick.
Some Egyptian stuff right here.
If the victim was alive when she fell into the well, she must have swallowed water fighting for her life. And then diatoms, characteristics of pooled water like a well, got into the body.
Glycerine!
In the meantime, I'll check the sample under the microscope. I'm sure that these algae traces will be found in the samples taken from the well where police found the body.
This is interesting stuff.
Now I need to adjust the knobs properly.
Knobs!
And place the diatom in the center of the slide. Diatoms are single-celled, and it's not a dirty lens, and perfect.
I don't see anything.
The aperture still needs adjustment. The image is too oh, I'm finally starting to see. Nah, too much light. I'm finally starting to see something here. I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance. Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration of these algae.
So did I win?
It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid, and perfect.
Okay.
Nah, too much light. I won't be able to see the I'm finally the aperture still needs adjustment. I'm finally starting to see something here. Nah, I'm finally starting to see something here. I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance. Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration of these algae.
What am I looking for?
As expected, we find the aforementioned algae in the solution.
That's creepy.
Their
You can see
upper
that
part,
kind of stuff.
Epitheca, which overlaps the lower, hypotheca, is clearly visible. The presence of diatoms in the brain samples taken indicate that the deceased was certainly alive when she fell into the water and was possibly conscious.
Fell into the water.
Since there were diatoms in the brain, it means that many more of them must have entered the body. Studies of the rest of the organs will most likely confirm this hypothesis.
Very good. Very good.
I can finally get to the practical part. I must be extra careful because the skin of the deceased is very stretched. I wouldn't want an explosion here.
You always want chicks to explode. With an empty hand, peel back the skin flaps.
You can immediately see a very large swelling of the organs.
Ew.
In addition, all internal organs are very congested. I proceed to remove the rib cage.
Okay.
It's easy to see that the ribs have been imprinted in the lungs. So, I'm going to start by drawing blood from the lungs for testing for diatoms.
You already know she drowned, dude. My guy.
If diatoms were only present in the lungs, this would mean that the victim was placed in the well after death, and the perpetrator wanted to get rid of the corpse in this way. Now, I remove the lung, taking the lungs in my hand. I feel that the tissues have lost their elasticity, which is the result of water emphysema. In addition, there is significant swelling of the organs, and as a result, we have a nice imprint of the ribs. The emphysema itself, it's clear how far it's progressed, which is characteristic of drowning.
Uh-huh.
Corpses found in water are worth examining with a tomograph. However, I can't count on such luxuries, so I must reach for a more archaic technology. A bucket and water.
Locate the bucket in the storage room. What the hell? Oh, he's gone. There was a guy standing right there. Oh, he's still there. Woohoo! He wouldn't happen to be standing in front of the storage room. He is standing in front of the storage room. Shit. Shit.
Who? Has anyone been here?
What?
I hope no one dipped a mop in it. It's best to go to the lab for this.
How do you go from saying who, just somebody been here to talking normal again? Game sucks. Perform a drown test. Put your head in the bucket of water and see how long you can last. Then compare your notes to how long she lasted. How do I do this? Perform a drown test. How do I do this? 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 Do I do this? Perform a drown test. How do I do this? Water? Did he say he needed water first?
My old but trusted centrifuge.
Shut up.
Ideal for all the fluid tests I need to perform during an autopsy.
Perform a drown test. How would I do that? Right here? Perform drown test. Am I trying to waterboard her?
It's been a while since the eye wash in this thing was changed. It's probably a health hazard now.
It's been 3 weeks since I got my eyes flooded. Perform a drown test. What the hell does that mean?
Scalpel, scissors, syringe, magnifying glass, knife. I guess I forgot to clean the knife. It's been a while since the eye wash in this thing was changed. It's probably a health hazard now. But the World Wide Web has been a blessing for speeding up my work. I wasn't sure it would amount to anything, but the World Wide Web has been a blessing for speeding up my work. Poor soul, I get cases like this more than any other. Ideal for all the fluid tests I need to perform during an autopsy.
I don't know. Perform a drown test, but that's not giving me any prompts. Nowhere for me to put the bucket. He just said I need to get water, so maybe I should get water in a different room.
Historically, the lung float test is used to detect infanticide. The water should be at room temperature. That's enough. To test for this, I have to place the lungs in a container of water. This checks if there is air in the lungs. And speaking of lungs, everything is ready to bring them here.
Yoink.
Of course, such a study isn't without flaws. Air may have entered a newborn's airways during resuscitation attempts. Gases released during decomposition could also give a false result. In this case, however, it's about something else, namely, the amount of fluid in the lungs. To test for this, I have to place the lungs in a container of water and wait to see if they fall or if they will float on the surface.
Uh-oh.
Just as I assumed, the lungs collapsed easily.
So that means she's already drowned once?
Fluid could have entered the lungs during panic attempts to catch breath underwater, but it could also be the result of bacterial infections or cancer, so further investigation is needed.
Time to cut it up.
I move on to dissecting the lungs of the deceased. You can hear the distinct, very unpleasant crackling of the tissues being cut through. The parenchyma is remarkably pale, although small hemorrhagic foci and petechia are present on the surface. All right. Now, I will check the collected fluid under a microscope. If we find 20 diatoms on the slide, it can be considered drowning, and our result is not false positive due to possible contaminations. Let's see, although I expect we'll find them easily. And perfect. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here. I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance. Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration of these algae.
Holy crap.
As expected. In solution, the diatoms are clearly visible. There are smaller and larger clusters of them. There will definitely be more than 20 of them.
Very good.
I'll make a note of all this. So far, this case looks pretty standard. It's clear from the beginning that it's drowning. Well, the procedure requires me
I
to
think
check
I'm looking
everything
forward to
anyway.
cracking up. I hope I can, totally crack up. So, I haven't, totally cracked up in a long time.
Lung examination indicates wet drowning. Moreover, microscopic analysis revealed a large amount of diatoms in the liquid.
So, I move on to checking the other organs. I ligate the heart, and then remove it for inspection. Strongly developed putrefactic hemolysis of the organ can be seen at first glance. Apart from that, no signs of a heart attack or other heart disease.
into your upper back. The game turned. Did you see that? Or my wiener hit my controller because my wiener's so big. George Eliodando, the 5.
Scottyblades for president. First order of business, we must celebrate every single Motivation Monday.
And though we go through recessions and global conflict and general dislike of all things modern, as we go on the internet and yell and complain about everything that goes on in our lives, somehow we will all be able to get together for a motivated Monday.
I move on to the next.
Thank you very much, George.
This time, it's the liver.
For the 5 bones, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for tribute to the League of Blades. Thank you very much.
It's immediately
Happy Friday
apparent
night.
that the deceased didn't care for herself. Like most organs, her liver is enlarged and severely congested. The beginnings of cirrhosis are visible in some areas. I transfer the organ to a board and proceed to dissect. The cross-section clearly shows dilated veins and many small hemorrhagic foci. I must admit that this is quite a feat, considering the rather young age of the deceased.
Partied hard, baby. The only way to live.
Harper enjoyed drinking so much that she might not have lasted a few more weeks. I move on to the stomach. I take a sample of the fluid for testing.
We ain't use Happy's damn tools because he's too busy sticking needles and shit.
It looks very turbid. I'll see what happens after spinning, but that's in a moment. Now, I carefully ligate the organ, then cut it off. It's enlarged, probably full of putrid gases.
Gases!
I transfer to the board and carefully open it, checking the contents.
Holy crap, look at this one. I can do it, I can do it.
One thing you'd never get used to is how much this desk smells.
Ew. I guess you are cutting open something that's digesting old food, like a dumpster.
Okay, the stomach is full of fluid and unidentified organic matter, which is probably leftover food.
That's not too bad.
So let's check the diatoms. Again, but in a centrifuge for a change. The problem with examining drowned people is being able to show whether the death was due to drowning or whether something else contributed to the death. Cramp, heart attack, drugs, homicide, or some accident. My old but trusted centrifuge. Ideal for all the fluid tests I need to perform during an autopsy.
The voice actor ruined this game. Absolutely ruined it. So much so that it's annoying me to continue to play this game.
Okay, this is one last little sample.
Last my ass. You're about to get a... I mean, this isn't the last body you're ever going to get. Dude, that was lucky.
Now, set...
1575? $10.70? 35.25.
Done. I'll run it directly into the chromatograph and run it against the data from the police. I'm certain the analysis will show similarities.
Jamie
between
Lochner
the
celebrates
fluid
12
and
months
water
of
in
membership.
Chelsea's well.
Happy Friday, Scotty.
Happy Friday to you too, my friend, and thank you very much. 12 months of Blade Master here with us. Thank you so much, Jamie. Wearing your allegiance to the League of Blades once again.
Let me think. 3 milliliters should be fine. Okay, now it's the chromatograph's turn.
Holy crap.
Yes. The water sample matches the one provided by the police. Well, the results are quite clear. I was hoping it would be a more interesting case.
I mean, she did sit up and stare at you.
More diatoms. Analysis indicates the same origin. Blah, blah, blah. There's little left to do. I'm going to check the airway patency of the deceased. Interesting. Looks like there's something stuck in the trachea. I'm moving to the board for further inspection.
What board? Oh, we're here.
I dissect the trachea and open the organ. Inside, I find a wedding
ring?
Based on the size, I can say that it's a woman's wedding ring. Quite standard from the outside. There's an engraving inside.
I love you, Melissa. You're biting my finger off.
What the fuck? This is my ring.
Oh boy.
Alice's ring.
Oh boy.
But how did it, but this should be at home. I have it. At home. I have to check this out. Where are my meds? Where the fuck are my meds? Huh? Jesus Christ! Hope these all make it go away. I have to check the apartment. It can't be. Jesus Christ!
You want to put the body up? You want to leave her laying there on the table? Go to your car and return home immediately. Yeah, but she's right here. Alright, well. Be the boss, video game. Want to go immediately back home.
Mr. Ridley. Mr. Ridley!
What's all the ruckus?
I need to go home. Immediately.
What? Now?
I have to. Have you seen anyone here this morning? Anybody suspicious?
No, there was no one. Dorothy was, but only for a moment, then she left. What's wrong with you, Hammond?
Okay. Thanks.
What about the corpse?
I'll come back, I promise. Jesus Christ! I have to check this out.
About the body. How do you know you're not having a hallucination?
This can't be real. Where is it? Where is it? Where? Please be there. It's not here. It's not. I need to go. I need to go. This is sick.
I can't even commentate in my own show because this guy will not shut the hell up.
Come on, Steven. Pick up the fucking phone.
What's up, man?
They took the ring!
What? What ring? What are you talking about?
They took the wedding ring. Alice's wedding ring.
One sec. You mean burglary? You said nothing was missing.
Yes, I know. I know that. I don't know. I was jittery. Maybe I didn't notice. I don't know, but that's not the worst of it.
Calm down, Jack. Breathe. What happened?
I found it in the trachea of the deceased I was working on. Do you understand? I pulled it out of a dead woman's trachea.
What?
I don't know what's going on. You think Red Pete wants revenge? He's playing with me. Huh? I knew it. I knew it from the beginning this was going to happen. I didn't make it up!
Jack, listen to me. Try to calm down. Don't leave the apartment. I'll be with you right away, okay? I'm on my way.
What sane person would do something like that? How? And when? When the fuck? Fucking Ridley lets in whoever he likes as usual. What are you saying? Steven? Don't leave me, man. Come on. Fuck. Oh, God, what now? Okay, calm down. Just calm down. I need Jesus. What's going on? Just one sip more. Yep. Jesus. Just one sip more. Oh, God. All right. I can't do it anymore.
I'm done with this game. I am done with this game. Can't even get a word in edgewise because this guy just doesn't shut up. I'm curious as to how this voice actor even got involved in this project, because it's nails on chalkboard annoying how much this guy talks. All right. Thank you all for watching. I want to thank all of my heroes tonight who supported the broadcast, who showed up for tonight's adventure. Sorry that game sucks so bad. If you're enjoying it, awesome. It's driving me crazy. I can't stand it. Thank you, Jamie Lochner, for 12 months. George Arredondo. Your Dirty Thoughts, Mama Justice, Troy, your boy, and Poopy. Thank you guys for your donations. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for liking and laughing and lurking. I'll see you whenever I want to do it again. Goodbye.